recently been drawn to education overall in Nigeria, and my team and I have embarked on a little journey to try and make education better in Nigeria. Pendustry is known for three main things: creative education, book publishing, and creative writing services. After many years of research, we've been trying to come up with a company, my team and I. We've been trying to come up with a school. We thought to do a little research around schools. Instead of going through articles, why not set up a small exchange program between schools and then pick data from that, and it will help us to determine how we too could establish our schools. So we started a program called the Pendustry School Swap program, where we'll take kids from a public school and then have them spend some time in a private school. So whatever happens in that experience, we take it for ourselves and then document, and then hopefully it helps us achieve what we're looking for.
What I've heard about exchange program, they take students from one school to another and bring the students from that school to the other school, like students from a government school to a private school and students from a private school to a government school.
We need to know how private schools, nowadays private schools, they have more facilities. We need to know what is it that is in the private schools that is making them so intelligent that we don't have it in the public schools. With the exchange program, when they have the experience, the students, they can tell the public schools so that we improve, we'll develop like the private schools.
When I heard about the program, I went online and I found out that exchange program is a program whereby two schools switches their students for a couple of periods in which they agree. The student from that school comes to this school and the other school goes to the school and get to learn about the environment and anything about the school teachers.
The ideal way was to meet the school, organize and get the acceptance to have the kids follow us to the private school. And then once we have achieved that, our program would begin. So along the line, we would take them to every class every day in the new school and then document the experiences, and then eventually sit down and compare our previous findings to the current findings based on the experiences. While embarking on the program, we had three main objectives to address. The first one was the environment of studying, and then the materials that will be used to coach the kids, and lastly, the methodology of teaching, because we've come to realize that sometimes is the problem. If the teacher doesn't like teaching you, then I don't think you're going to succeed in learning from that teacher.
I would say it's the students that were receiving, like they receive as well as the teachers too. So that's what makes me more relaxed and feel more comfortable here. The teaching style is more quality, let me say it has more quality in it, like the smart board, the way the teachers teach, they explain, so like they even use diagrams to explain most of like in biology.
In my other schools, we don't have projectors, we don't have devices or technological materials. But in this school, they have projectors, smart boards, materials that really help them. All of them have textbooks of each subject.
There are like 16 in a class. That's the type of experience that we want. That's the type of things that we want. We don't want 100 students in a class. So I would say the facilities piece and then focus. I would say the focus has to do with the environment. I like the technology style. But in this school, I've seen the way they use their gadgets. They don't get distracted.
So as a storyteller first, before you begin any project, you have to put it down on paper. So we had to come up with our storyboard, the plot, how we wanted everything to pan out. We had to structure how we would pick up the children from their school and how we would finally drop them off after the entire program. This is how you use resources. So to me, it was wonderful that they know that any slight chance they get in terms of opportunity, they would take it. So I hope that they get more opportunities that will benefit them in the long run. And yeah, that's it.